Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to Arms Only Gaming. I did a speed run yesterday again. I wanted to see if I could better my time. My previous speed run, my solo speed run, was 34 minutes. I got it down to 32 minutes this time. It's actually, I think, a bit faster because I actually made a lot of mistakes. I think I killed, as soon as I kill Mogo's Wetness, it's on the 31 minute mark. But yeah, join me for the next half an hour as I talk you through this whole speed run that I did yesterday. It was actually a fun one. The character that I'm using is called the Boot 502. Now that's in reference to my the group that a couple of me and a couple of other musicians from around the world have. So I'm using the Boot guys to do this speed run. That's probably why I was doing so good with them. I'm using the saw cleaver, one of my favorite weapons, and I'm going to use the whirligig saw. I'm going to use a lot of fire paper. I'm going to use beast blood pellets, and I'm going to use my new favorite item, which is the blue elixirs. I'm not lighting lanterns. This is just a normal speed run. It's not a No Hunter's Dream speed run. I'm pretty happy with the time that I got with this thing. As you know, in speed running, what we do is you try and get to all the main bosses needed for that run as quickly as you can. So you don't really fight any of the other enemies. You just try and avoid them as much as you can. So that's what I was doing here. Got a shot in the back there from a farmer on top of the carriage, but that's okay. I do try and remember where all the pickups are located for the blood vials and stuff. This stuff works amazing, this blue elixir. I mean, it helps you gain a second or two, in running past enemies and stuff, because they don't always see you immediately. So as you saw there, those guys had no idea I was even there. So that does help. But where I'm pretty disappointed in myself, where I some of the boss fights. I mean, the Gascoigne boss fight. I know I've done it so many times. I need to get 3 visceral attacks on him, and then I need to hack and slash him, and he's done. For some reason, I kind of forgot to go that way. I forgot to go for the viscerals. Same with Vicar Amelia. I'm supposed to get 2 viscerals on her. It's so funny when you do speed running in games like these. You have a set pattern that you work towards and with, but yeah, sometimes you forget it. It can always change your the outcome of your time. But I mean, I'm completely open to try and do this again. I really want to get it down to the 30-minute mark, or maybe under 30 minutes. I really want to do that. I mean, like there, I'm not actually supposed to be stopping at that pig. I wasted seconds there. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I had enough blood vials. I have enough consumables to to sustain the fight. But yeah, silly little mistakes. I guess when you do speed running, you just want to do the best you can. Plus, I'm not glitching out anything. Like, I mean, I've seen speed runs on YouTube. People claim to have the fastest times and everything, but they glitch the hell out of the game. As soon as they jump over this thing, they turn off the game and they do this. None of that bullshit over here, my friends. This is straight running. I pressed record on the PlayStation, on the PS5, and what you see is what you get. It's a live video. It was shot live, and no glitching or anything from that. And I'm keeping all the, the loading screens in between as well, not the cutscenes. You see, like there, I was supposed to go for a visceral there. I don't know why I didn't do that. Now I was supposed to go for 2 more. But I already messed up that whole sequence of mine.
Smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Okay, go for the hack and slash there before he transforms. Usually that time should be about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So yeah, I can see there that I've wasted precious seconds there. Now I'm going to go back to the only lantern that I'm really going to light is the one here in the cathedral wall, because I'm going back to the Hunter's Dream to just go and pick up the Hunter's Chief emblem so I can open up the gates. Usually in a no Hunter's Dream run, you wouldn't go back to the Hunter's Dream. You would just open up the gates via Old Yharnam. But that's a completely different run. I'm going to do one of those pretty soon again. So I first want to try and get my time down to 30 minutes flat, or maybe even less. This one got closer. I'm pretty sure if I didn't make those silly mistakes, I would have had it. But yeah, oh, what are you going to do? Quickly going to go get that Hunter's Chief emblem from the Bath Messengers. Like that. 10,000 echoes. And we go back. Right, so next on the list is Vicar Amelia. Have to go fight her to get the gold pendant in order to move on to the Forbidden Woods, where we fight the Shadows of Yharnam. After that we do Rom the Vacuous Spider, and then we do the One Reborn, Mikolash the Host of the Nightmare, and then finally Mogo's Witness. I still say it, I mean, every time I play this game, it's probably one of the most beautiful looking games I've ever seen. This the whole art style, this whole gothic look of it. Again, trusting blue elixirs. This helps with these characters standing here in front of the doorway. Usually I take a shot of the bum here, but they didn't really see me here. Again, love this stuff. Works wonders. And I mean, the rule of thumb is when you do speedruns, if you die, you have to start all over again. You can't just continue from where you were. So, enemies can't see you. That's great. I almost did get killed here by Mr. Poochie. Stupid mistakes. Stupid mistakes. Usually I just run past them and go for the switch. But, yeah. It's like I said to a friend of mine yesterday, while he was busy playing an old version of the Nintendo Punch-Out, Mike Tyson Punch-Out thing. In Bloodborne we say don't get greedy. You know, when you get all stressed up, you know you're busy recording something and you're busy playing this thing to the best of your abilities. You shouldn't stress up. So I had my Bloodborne moments. So Rocco, you see, even there, I have these moments, and I've played this game for a couple thousand hours. So, yeah. Right, gonna use the Woolly Saw, the weapon that you find in the DLC. It's probably one of the strongest weapons anyway. And then let's get rid of Miss Vicar Amelia. And usually I stun her at this point and then I go for a whistle. The stun came a little bit late. It only came there, but it's good. I got to the small one, so that's cool. Right. Straight forward, go for the head, go for the paws. And she's done. Right. Interact with the skull, important. You interact with the skull at the back, so you can gain access to the Forbidden Woods. If you don't do that, you're not going to gain entrance, even if you have the golden pendant. Just saying, the more you know. 8 minutes and 50, it's not that bad, it's okay. These guys have no idea what just happened. One moment there was a big monster in the church, and the next moment, nothing. Stupid mistake, look there, I mean, got stuck on the side of the... I'm sure I can do this better. I'm sure I can do this better. Now maybe by the end of the week I'm going to go and shoot another one. I want to do a No Hunter's Dream one as well. I mean, I have 4 different versions on my channel as well. Please feel free to go and check those out. Like I said, I just want to better myself. Yeah, again, why did I do that? Just open up the door, Mike. Stand there shouting at the door. It's not going to solve anything. Plus, I don't know if you're noticing this. I'm trying to take as little damage as I can because I try to save my consumables as much as I can. I'm going to use a blue elixir to run past Stanley here. He did see me, but sometimes he does hit you, but I'm okay there. I mean, it is dangerous not to light lanterns. If I die now, I'm probably going to start back in Yusefka's clinic because that was the very first lantern that I ran past. So, yeah, don't die. If you do speed running, don't die. Okay, these guys are fine. Another thing that I noticed where the blue elixirs don't work as well. It's this approaching point where I'm coming to now. There's a cannon on the side of the ravine. Now, for some reason, if you equip the blue elixir here, the cannonball doesn't travel as far as it would if the guy is seeing you. I don't know why, but that almost killed me here. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh, he can't see me, so he can't shoot me. It's a completely different result. So next time, I'm not going to use the blue elixir here because look at that ball. It didn't. And I mean, it could have killed me there. I could have buggered up this whole speedrun just by doing that. So yeah, it's still a learning curve. You never stop learning playing these games. Same thing here. I mean, whenever you run past these snake guys, go to their right side. The arm that they're sticking out, I know it doesn't make sense, but go to the arm he's sticking out because he's probably going to miss you. Where if you go for the other arm, he's probably going to hit you. The Forbidden Woods. Those guys get one hell of a migraine if you think about it. I mean, they get a headache and there's snakes popping out. I do want to thank each and every one of you out there and everybody that's watching. Thank you so much for supporting Arms Only Gaming. It really helps me out a lot if you guys watch the videos, and especially if you watch the advertisements. I know advertisements can be quite a pain, and it's so tedious or it's so easy to click that skip button. But guys, for me, you need to watch the advertisements because that's what keeps my channel going. So I thank you all for watching my content. I thank you all for commenting and just watching the stuff with me and joining me on my journey in the game of Bloodborne. I mean, there's a lot of games that I feature on my channel, but I mean, you guys see this. Most of the stuff it's Bloodborne anyway because it's my all-time favorite game. And that's another thing I said to a friend of mine. You can't run out of content to cover for this game because there's so much. The simplest things you can show to new players nowadays. Now, usually it would be fun to bring in an NPC and fight because it's 1 against 3 here. But, yeah, the Shadows of Yharnam, interesting boss fight. Again, I have my sequence that I do this. I go in for a couple of hits. I wait for the guy with the big sword to charge me so I can get a visceral on him. And then move on from there. I always try to get him out of the equation first. Here, I fucked up also. I mean, I got stuck on the gravestones. I almost died there. Look at that. It was... wow. Guess I made a lot of mistakes in this thing. There, I missed. Oh, no, I got it. Okay. Yeah, if you get rid of the top guy first, he's the guy that has the highest power bar. So it's easier to get rid of him first. Just be mindful of your surroundings. You know, the guy throwing fireballs and this guy with his candle that blows fire at you. Hey. Let's get rid of him. Right, now we go for the guy. Take the sword. Flaming sword. It does help if you spread them out. If you keep them far away from each other, then you should be okay. Right, now we can just get rid of Mr. Ball on a stick here. Stamina. Hey, stamina is the thing that kills you the fastest in Bloodborne. Or in any Souls game, if you think about it. There's nothing worse than having a boss fight and you're busy slashing that thing and you're so close, and then all of a sudden then the weapon just doesn't move because there's no more green left. Okay, what I did differently here is I used blue elixir again, but I just ran past everything, including the choir hunter. She did throw her star weapon at me as I was jumping off the bridge there. I thought it was actually going to hit me. Now, at this point I was contemplating, am I going to get rid of the small spiders, or am I just going to go for Rom immediately? Now you're going to see this turned into chaos, this fight, because I decided to ignore all these little spiders and just go for Rom, which is a very, very dangerous thing to do. You shouldn't do that, because it's probably going to... I mean, there's 30 spiders, 31 including Rom, that's running around and throwing stuff at you and trying to headbutt you to death. So yeah, it's not... I don't suggest doing that. But yeah, in the world of speedrunning, you're trying to do everything as fast as you can. I'm going to use my whirligig saw for this boss fight. Yes, she almost got me. No, guys, I think I need to do this again. This I can do this much better. I'm using so much consumables. Right, I'm going to load up this saw with some fire paper and beast blood pellets. I'm not going to go for the saw move. I'm just going to go for the... just hit the thing until it dies. They always say this is a spider. It kind of looks like a penis to me, but no. You let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? If that thing does not symbolize a phallic symbol, I'll stand up and walk. Look at that damage. I was almost dead there again. No, this is sloppy play. I apologize for this. This is a sloppy speedrun. Wow, I forgot about that. Okay, let's just get to his third face. I mean, now as you can see here, at one point I'm going to run past him now and I'm going to come back. It's chaos over here. I mean, there's 30... but it seems like a million spiders. I mean, look at this. Yeah, I mean, at that point you have to get out of dodge. I mean, look at that. It looks like a... looks like a spider farm. Thought I could get in there, but it's better just to run at that point. Because one of these guys, just the wrong guy jumps on you and you're gone. Okay, you would think Rom is dead. Nope. So I had to reset. So there's a couple of seconds that I wasted. This run could have been under half an hour. I'm pretty sure of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and over here I spent some time looking for the lady on the lake here. The Nemerian Queen. She was standing somewhere, but I couldn't fucking see her. So, yeah. Anyway. On we move to Yargle Unseen Village so I can go and fight the One Reborn. The One Reborn fight was actually, I feel, the only fight that actually went well. According to what I'm used to. Guess I was so low. I mean, I have 4 blood vials less than 13 bullets. There's 8 vials that I'm going to pick up on the bridge. Usually I don't hit that guy, I just run past him. That's cool. I drink the elixir just to get past these guys on the bridge. It is funny, sometimes they do see you and sometimes they just ignore you completely. Get past these witches. I remember when I started my channel, this was one of my more successful first videos, showing people how to get past these lasers by the from the amygdala. And I had different methods back then, but this one works the best. just run to that side and immediately go left, because that laser follows the same path every single time. So if you just stick to running that way, and that way, you're fine. You won't get hit. Right, now I need to go for those blood vials. I mean, I have 3 blood vials left. There's 8 blood vials over there next to this guy. Right, that's gonna help. For the one reborn, again, I'm gonna use the Willy Gig saw, but this time I'm gonna saw him to death. It is amazing when you play these games how fast your muscle memory gets all mixed up. Because while I was shooting this, I was busy doing videos for Dark Souls 3 as well. And the controls differ a little bit on Dark Souls 3. The button configurations are just a little bit different, but it's so weird how fast you forget when you play a game, multiple Souls games like these. I'm very excited because, I mean, at the end of this month, we are getting the Shadow of the Earth Tree, the DLC expansion for Elden Ring, so I'm very excited about that. I can't wait for that. But for now, we are continuing here with Bloodborne, the game of Bloodborne. Best game ever made. I'm sorry, you fight me, bite me, shout at me, do whatever you want to me, but in my opinion, best game ever made. Okay, Mr. One Reborn, we're going to hit you until you stand, and then we're going to saw you to death. It's probably going to take 2 hits. Yes, I took 3. Alright, he's tired now. Let's just saw him. Get in there by the kidney stones. Well, I don't know where the kidneys are on this thing. This thing looks like a puddle of vomit. Move back. That move can kill you. One shot. Usually you would go upstairs and go get rid of the witches that throws these fireballs at you, but no, there wasn't time for that. That's the only boss fight I feel that actually went well. Mikolash, again, he did his typical buggering around thing, you know. Sometimes he goes to the balcony immediately and sometimes he just doesn't. But I have figured out a new way to kind of get to him quicker. Whenever he goes down the stairs into the cage, or outside the cage when he waits outside, I'll just go into the boss arena and chase him through the other door. You can actually block him at that door. I am working on a video for that as well. So stay tuned to the channel to see that pretty soon. Moving on to the Nightmare of Metzes. 23:15. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, there's 2 bosses left. It's Mikolash and it's the Wet Nurse. So if I could just run a little bit faster, I could have gotten this. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure I made like 2 minutes or maybe 3 minutes worth of mistakes. I'm definitely gonna redo this one. I need to. If you've made it this far so far, I'm very proud of you, and thank you so much for that. I really appreciate all of you guys out there. If you haven't already, check out my other 2 channels as well, my friends. Mike Few Music, where I do drumming covers, guitar covers, some vocal covers, where I just explore my love of music, because I've been working in music for years and years. And then another love of my life, the Nightmare Cinema Club, also on YouTube, where I just give some look backs on my favorite horror movies and all that stuff. That's the channel that's getting the least amount of attention currently. I do apologize for that, but I mean, having 3 different channels and trying to entertain everyone out there it's hard work. But yeah, please feel free to check those out. Just gonna get past these little metal men. I mean, the nice thing about it, and I've said this so many times before, the nice thing about Bloodborne is the game is so beautiful. So when you play it for the first time, don't just do what I'm doing here, running past every single thing. You know, explore the game and see how beautiful it is, and try and take on every single enemy, because not one enemy in Bloodborne fights the same way. Not one. Those dogs, those crows, the citizens, the monsters, everything, they all have a different way of fighting them. These skeletons that protect Mikolash, they're probably the most underrated characters when it comes to strength, because they can kill you with 2 or 3 swipes. You wouldn't look at them and think that, but yeah, these guys, they can be very dangerous. I'm gonna go in here and get rid of these 2 first before I chase Mikolash in here. Otherwise, there's a couple of seconds missing there as well.
As you once did for the vacuous Rom. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes.
Okay. I mean, those erratic skeletons, yes, that could be. Okay, beast blood pellets and some fire paper. Just be careful of his Augur of Abrita's attack. Try and put him in a corner and just hack and slash him until he's dead. I am using a +10 sword cleaver. I am using a +10 whirligig saw. I focus most of my builds in Bloodborne on strength and skill. It just it works the best for me.
Majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream.
Yeah, there's some blood vials over here on the stairs. I really need those. As you can see, I already switched to my bone marrow ash because I'm going to use my pistol to finish him off in this one. Yeah, it would have been nice if he just went to the balcony there, but it does kind of help me to show you guys what I do here. When he goes through the mirror that way, I come this way automatically, jump down, and he's already standing in front of the door. And I did notice that sometimes he'll try and run towards you, and he kind of gets stuck there. He just keeps on running. So you can stand there in that doorway and just hack and slash him until he's dead. Maybe he's one of the more broken bosses in Bloodborne. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's a little bit broken. But I mean, it's been like that since it came out in 2015. But it's minuscule. It's not really that bad. Okay, so I'm just going to use my pistol and kill the stairs there. I'm just going to use my pistol with some bone marrow ash and just wind down his power from there. I mean, he's just standing there, so why not? It's free target practice. A lot of things you can do. I mean, you can throw poison knives at him. You can make him glitch out with the poison knives. You can throw anything at him. You can chase him down, go fight him in the cage. He's the boss that you can probably have the most fun with, because he has more than one way that you can actually go and defeat him. So at this point, I'm just substituting my blood vials for bullets. You do that by pressing up on your controller. Right. Move on to Mogo's wetness. I was so sure I'm going to get a half an hour on this thing flat, but I see now that I made so many mistakes. A couple of seconds worth of mistakes, my friends. It counts against you. It does. It really does. Right, let's move on. Let's get this done. I did try and bait the pigs towards the shadows of Yharnam that's walking around here in the streets. That pig, for some reason, if you just run past him, he just stands there. He doesn't see you. These guys, they see you immediately. Now what will usually happen here, if you've done this correctly, the pig will chase towards these enemies and kill these enemies for you. It is quite an entertaining spectacle. If you play the game for the first time, this is also probably the best farming spot to come and farm for blood echoes. You just play this spot over and over and over again. One thing that I'm very proud of with this character is I did it in reverse basically. When I created this character, I played the game once, got some of the needed chalices and played all the chalice dungeons again before I even finished the first time. This is a New Game Plus 2, I think, that I'm doing this speedrun on. But yeah, I finished all the chalice dungeons before I completed the game on this specific character. So standing at the wrong place there. Couple of seconds. She dies on 31 minutes. So this, well, I guess then my speedrun ends right there. 31 minutes and 10 seconds. I mean, I'm happy with that. It's still faster. If I say 32 minutes, it's still faster than my one speedrun that I have on the channel, which is 34 minutes. So 32 minutes to complete whatever you need to do a speedrun in Bloodborne. I'm pretty happy with that. But I know I can do this better. If you would like me to see this, to see me try this again and get my time underneath half an hour, please leave it down in the comments below, my friends. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for every single comment, every single view. Please watch those adverts, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, my friends.